Have you ever imagined the surprising return of the hyena? An opponent for which the lion will pay a heavy price? We are familiar with the image of lions dominating the vast savanna in Africa and their massacre of their fellow humans. But could the arrival of hyenas change this balance of power?
In Kruger National Park, a grim scene unfolds as young male lions turn to cannibalism, feasting on an adult male lion's carcass. This harsh reality of the wild underlines the brutal fight for survival, where even apex predators are not exempt from becoming prey. The incident reveals the savage side of nature, where hunger drives predators to extreme measures. In Kruger National Park, a python had just captured a large antelope. Beginning its slow process of consumption. However, during this hazardous time, a pride of lions discovered the python. A lopsided battle ensued as the lions, seizing the opportunity, quickly overpowered the solitary python. The pride claimed the antelope from the python, demonstrating the harsh realities of nature where even a successful hunt can turn into a loss. In Hwange National Park, Zimbabwe, a pack of wild dogs found themselves perilously close to a lioness after feasting on a kudu. Seizing the opportunity, the lioness launched a swift attack. Singling out and overpowering one of the wild nearby dogs. With the hunt over, the lioness consumed her catch. A testament to the harsh realities of the wild. In the African savanna, a takeover among lions unfolds with brutal clarity. When a new male lion usurps the alpha position within a pride, it attempts to assert dominance by targeting the females. Faced with fierce resistance from a particular lioness, the conflict escalates tragically. The new alpha, prioritizing control and the elimination of the previous male's lineage, resorts to killing the dissenting lioness, consuming her as a display of power. At Pondoro, a pride of lions, driven by prolonged hunger, successfully hunted a male baboon. The kill led to a swift feast, with the lions fiercely competing for their share of the meal. This confrontation not only showcased the lions' hunting prowess, but also the internal conflicts that arose over food distribution within the pride. Near a riverbank in the African savanna, a young crocodile emerges in search of food, only to encounter a group of lionesses. One lioness quickly attacked, killing the juvenile crocodile. As the pride joined to feast, the victorious lioness refused to share her catch, asserting her dominance. In the Madikwe Game Reserve during a safari, observers witnessed a tense moment as a lioness suddenly entered stalk mode. Surprising onlookers who saw no apparent prey. The lioness stealthily approached the safari vehicle and pounced on a bush beside it, capturing a serval. Despite the serval's valiant efforts to defend itself, its smaller size rendered it powerless against the lioness's might. In Kruger National Park, the loud commotion of a pack of wild dogs caught the attention of a male lion. Tracking the noise, the lion discovered the dogs and quickly killed 4 of them. The lion then feasted on the wild dogs right at the scene. In the Masai Mara, a serval kitten unwittingly wandered into lion territory, oblivious to the looming danger. Before the serval could react, a lion pounced, quickly ending the intruder's life with a lethal bite. This grim encounter
The lion mother's love is so immense that she is willing to sacrifice everything to protect her child's life. In the fierce world of hunting, lions must face powerful predators while maintaining their attractiveness and strength. As soon as danger appears, lions do not hesitate and proactively rush into the attack, stimulating their sharp killer instinct. Even though they are the best predators on the grassland, lions face many formidable enemies. Hyenas are famous for being stubborn opponents, especially when lionesses are pregnant. They are willing to accept humiliation and incite hyenas to protect their unborn children. The race between lions and hyenas is not only a challenge of speed, but also a struggle between a parent's pride and love. Even though she is pregnant, the female lion does not hesitate to fight alone against a pack of wild dogs, including about 20 animals, to protect her unborn cubs. The bravery and motherly love of the lioness are clearly shown when confronting dangerous challenges lions. When faced with large prey like buffalo, always face the risk of death at any time because the strength and number of buffalo herds can endanger their lives. To hunt them, lions often have to disrupt the natural order of the buffalo herd to create favorable conditions for the hunt. Number 4, indeed. African buffalo can become a serious threat to lions when they attack to protect their herds. The buffalo's considerable strength and horns make them dangerous opponents. The mother lion bravely faced the threat from the wild buffalo herd. Placing her body as a shield to protect the 2 fleeing lion cubs. The big buffalo rushed to attack, but the lioness determinedly risked herself to protect her precious shell.
Mike, you get this?
Yeah.
The wild buffalo herd trampled 2 lion cubs to death. But the lioness did not give up. Her roaring voice made the buffaloes face a difficult decision, giving up the idea of killing them all. The mother lion's dangerous journey begins, fighting not only for her own survival, but also for the future of her 8 cubs. A carpet of aquatic vegetation covers the river's surface. Providing a watery surprise for the playful lion cub. The lion cub fell and attracted the attention of a large hippo nearby. The small animal tried to climb ashore to the worry of the mother lion. Because even an adult lion can be killed by a hippo. In a more dangerous situation, a male lion chased away the female lion and her cubs. During the clash,
That canyon,
a lion cub was pushed down a steep slope.
Struggling to climb up, you can see mom.
Not afraid of danger, the brave mother slides down to protect and help her cubs. Luckily, the mother lion found a way up and successfully led her cubs out of danger. The protective motherhood of the lioness arose once again, demonstrating unparalleled courage and determination. Maybe you don't know. Female lions must mate with many males from other prides so that they do not kill the cub, thinking it is their cub. Their mating behavior is not limited to the herd, but also extends to many males from neighboring coalitions. By mating with males from every alliance that enters her territory, a lioness can protect her cubs from being killed by unidentified fellow lions. This action not only keeps the population of lionesses strong, but also helps maintain the safety of... Stretching across the African grasslands, lions, kings of their kind, are willing to exterminate hyenas at any opportunity. These big cats not only hunt to eat meat, but also kill opponents to eliminate threats and win the race for survival. Despite their strong teamwork and sophisticated hunting tactics, lions and hyenas still refrain from engaging in unnecessary confrontations. This helps them conserve energy and avoid unnecessary injuries. Focusing on important hunts to ensure the survival and prosperity of the herd. The lion, the king of the jungle, was not named that way by accident. They are a dominant species, ready to take down any opponent if necessary, displaying strong strength. In particular, lions often do not want to eat their competitors. But they want to eliminate all threats to their food chain. The fight for food to survive has turned lions and hyenas into bitter rivals. Hyenas, which eat other people's leftovers, often form gangs to steal prey from predators. Especially lions. In merciless confrontations, lions are always the winners with superior strength and perfect fighting skills. They know how to overwhelm any challenge, making any opponent shy before their grace. When war broke out, lions without hesitation pounced on hyenas. Biting their necks with ferocity until their opponents could not escape the laurels of death. This mighty male lion did not hesitate to attack the alpha female hyena. The brutality and disgust of the confrontation caused the alpha hyena to meet a tragic end. when he was brutally killed by a lion. Although they often lose in one-on-one battles, hyenas are not easy opponents for lions. With their strong jaws, they can tear apart lions' flesh, posing a great challenge to the Lord of the Jungle. In particular, when members of a hyena pack cooperate, they create drastic tactics. Although they can live without water for 4 days, adult lions face the daunting challenge of securing large amounts of food daily, ranging from 20–30 lbs of meat. Hunting becomes not a simple task, requiring them to risk their lives with prey large enough to feed their pride. Lions do not hesitate to hunt wild buffalo, ferocious and giant animals. However, this is a dangerous mission where attack can lead to serious injury or even death. Large horned prey pose a particular challenge, as the sharp horns can put the lion's safety in jeopardy. The possibility of injury or loss of life is not only a risk, but can also leave serious consequences, reducing the ability to hunt. The fight for survival in the wild is not just about finding food, but also about confronting great dangers and risks. In the darkness of the night, a pride of 12 lions gathered around a giant hippo. They took advantage of the night to attack from behind, but the hippos refused to yield.
Whitehead makes her decision.
The hippo ran, but the lion did not give up. During the race, the lioness feels a painful bite from her prey. The hippo ran for a while, but the lion's fearlessness never subsided. Finally, the hippo turned around, attacking with determination. The second bite ended the confrontation, leaving a dramatic and shocking image. A symbol of the battle between survival and freedom in the harsh, wild world. Lions and hyenas, direct opponents in competition for food on the savannah, are often involved in fierce clashes. The drama and excitement of the battle for territory between them is taking place. The struggle between lions and hyenas is mainly because of conflicts over territory and food. Both did not hesitate at any opportunity to eliminate their opponents. Notably, hyenas are capable of eating lions when given the opportunity, adding a dangerous and dramatic depth to the confrontation between these two predators. On the other hand, lions do not hesitate to kill hyenas every chance they get. However, these big cats do not eat their opponents, but only kill with the purpose of eliminating opponents to gain territory and have more food sources. The physique of a hyena may not be comparable to a lion, but it is not small, especially when they have the advantage in numbers.
Over 20 of them.
Hyenas' assertiveness and crowd management create a significant collective strength. Contributing to their ability to survive and win in competition with big cats on the steppe.
A pair of male lions is too much to take on.
Hyenas often live and hunt in groups, practicing feminism.
Try and get down.
Their collective strength not only helps in hunting, but also allows them to steal prey that lions have just hunted. Taking advantage of consensus and crowd management to enhance their chances of survival. Constantly harassed by the hyenas and facing the dangers that the hyenas bring, the alpha male lion must take it upon himself to demonstrate his power and punish those who do not know this. The war between lions and hyenas is not only a direct confrontation on the savannah, but also takes place in social situations when lions must protect their reputation and status from challenges from the herd. Hyenas. As kings of the grassland, the male lions dominate the hyenas and brutally slaughter them. The occupation and power of male lions creates an unstoppable force for the hyenas. The carnage lasted for a long period of time, making members of the hyena clan and their cubs victims of brutality and barbarism. The competition between lions and hyenas is not only a direct confrontation, but also creates severe consequences for both communities. Demonstrating the fierceness and intolerance in the wild world. Not stopping there. The leader male lion alone attacked the hyena herd and killed the dominant hyena. This action is not only a specific punishment, but also a clear warning to the entire hyena species. Faced with the harsh realities of clan life, the hyenas established a new ruler. Preparing for a confrontation with the lions. By all means, they are determined to take revenge on the pride of lions, and do not hesitate to confront this enemy. Even though they are physically weaker than lions, Hyenas can only choose to attack single lions to seek opportunities to counter the strength and power of confident lions. Following behind were the males in the lion pride, not having time to shout a warning before the hyenas prepared attack. The unexpected situation of the lions and the large number of hyenas caused the pride of lions to suffer heavy losses. The war between the two factions becomes fierce and dangerous when the hyenas are determined to protect their territory and reputation against the threat of powerful lions. The lion herd fell into a state of confusion, lost direction, and suffered heavy losses. The risk posed to young members of the pride is also increasing as they face the danger of determined and effective hyena attacks. A big fight between the two predators took place. Neither side refused to give up. They attacked each other in the most brutal way. The fierceness and uncompromising of both lions and hyenas. The back-and-forth battles seemed to have no end. The battles were brutal. The losses on both sides are not small. But once there is no winner, everything will not be able to return to its natural trajectory. Both lions and hyenas paid a heavy price in this fierce confrontation. To protect the safety of the hyena herd, the male lion once again fought the hyena clan. However, due to the large number of hyenas and constantly going through big battles, the male lion has lost his strength and the old wound has not healed. During his carelessness, the male lion was vulnerable and was attacked by the hyena with its strong jaw muscles and sharp teeth. The ferocity and refined fighting ability of the hyena is evident, causing the male lion, a powerful predator, to suffer further painful losses. One of its legs was bitten off by a hyena, putting the lion in danger and losing its ability to move effectively. Luckily, the females in the pride arrived in time and saved the male lion's life. However, the proud lion suffered heavy losses in the fierce confrontation with the hyenas. The cunning and strength of the hyenas were such that they successfully overwhelmed the proud lions. The confrontation highlighted the hyena's fighting ability and tactical thinking. leaving the lions facing dominance and a strong challenge from a traditionally unpopular opponent. Proud lions often hunt buffalo, but a lone lion who is not afraid of buffalo is really a stupid lion. Prides can even put their lives in their hands, or more accurately, their paws when confronting an adult buffalo. To hunt large prey like buffalo, lions need to cooperate in groups, separate the prey from the herd, and then join forces to take it down and eat it. Buffalo, with their formidable horns and bad attitude, can weigh nearly 2,000 pounds. This is one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, killing more than 200 people every year. In case of attack, the buffalo herd can counterattack the lion herd, creating a dangerous confrontation. Discover why lions must also value and face the challenge of buffalo. Sometimes an adult male lion can independently take down a large African buffalo without help from other members of the herd. However, this is not always the case. African buffaloes do not accept the existence of lions and view them as a major threat, as big cats are their top predator. With their large weight, the African buffalo belongs to the largest group of herbivores in Africa. During the hunt, the lions faced fierce resistance from the African buffalo herd. Although the buffalo has greater strength and size than the lion, the lion's strength and excellent hunting tactics should not be underestimated. Lions are good at hunting in groups, often breaking the order of buffalo herds and attacking each prey one by one. This helps them hunt more safely and increases their success rate. The way lions carry out this hunting strategy puts the buffalo herd in a state of fear and panic. When attacked by many lions, a buffalo often chooses to run away to avoid being hurt. However, the wild buffalo's large horns are powerful weapons that can be used for self-defense. They have the ability to gore lions to death or trample them to death if necessary. In particular, when a pride of lions attacks. The buffaloes sometimes do not choose to move away from the threat, but instead may attack immediately. The strong stance of the buffalo herd may make the lions hesitant to attack, as they also want to avoid injury. The fight between the lion and the wild buffalo became tense and full of risks. That's right. African buffalo are not only scary prey, but their warning is also a threat to lions. Although lions are capable of hunting a wide variety of prey, from hares and mongooses to elephants and buffalo, attacking and taking down prey as large as buffalo requires cooperation and group tactics. Lions need to have effective hunting techniques to confront buffalo, which possess powerful weapons and can be dangerous to predators. If careful tactics are not implemented, lions can easily be seriously injured or even lose their lives during the hunt. The confrontation between lion and buffalo is a risky challenge. That's right. The African buffalo not only possesses the power of weapons, but also the ability to organize and cooperate in groups to face lions. When the buffalo population is large and they feel threatened by lions, they can organize a fierce counterattack to drive the lions out of their territory. Although this attack is usually just for the purpose of scaring, and sometimes the lion just runs away to avoid risk, it is a clear demonstration of the sharpness and fierceness of the African buffalo when confronted. The confrontation between the lion and the buffalo is a wonderful expression of natural balance. You brought up an interesting perspective on the relationship between lions and African buffalo, especially on the strength and danger of the African buffalo. In fact, African buffalo are known for their strength and ability to defend themselves. Especially when they feel threatened. The buffalo's ferocity and bravery are important factors when they have to face predators like lions. Also noteworthy are the complex interactions between species in the wild where each species must find ways to adapt and survive in a landscape where danger always threatens. In the Masai Mara savanna, the rattling sound of a warthog rang out from a cave, alerting the male lion immediately. Although the ground was still waterlogged from the recent rain and thick mud clung to its fur, the lion's determination did not weaken. It continuously dug and bit the boar in an effort to pull it out of its hiding place. The boar, strong and heavy, requires regularity and strength from the lion. Despite the difficulties, the lion struggled and finally succeeded in pulling its prey to the ground. Seeing his precious meal, the Lion King was drenched and panting, happy with his difficult feat. At Kruger National Park, there was a surprising moment when a boar appeared and rushed down the road, encountering a pair of ambushing lions. Tall grass creates invisibility for lions. The boar was happy and innocent, walking on the trail, stopping to dig in the ground for food. Everything is in the lion's sight. The predator does not prowl, but observes. Suddenly, a lion appeared from behind, causing the boar to run away. Unfortunately, the second predator jumped in and bit its neck to death. The innocent encounter ends tragically when the boar becomes a delicious lunch for the lion. In the boar's den, a male lion discovered it and rushed to dig. In an instant, it successfully pulled its prey out of its hiding place and bit into its throat to end its life. The boar's pitiful screams reached every corner of the cave. However, it was not difficult to predict the heartbreaking outcome of the encounter. A startling sight emerged as a lioness at Pondoro Game Lodge, South Africa displayed daring as she disappeared inside a termite mound, digging to pull a warthog from its den. The lion, looking thin and hungry, waited patiently in the cave. Everything looks peaceful. But the truth is that a bloody torture is taking place inside the cave. Finally, the lion appeared with a dead boar, its face covered in blood. A painful end to this tragic confrontation. Baboons, one of the world's largest monkeys, live in groups in the African savanna forests. Although they do not hunt, they are considered dangerous with sharp teeth, sharper claws than tigers, and high intelligence and sociability. The drama arises when we see them gathered, ready to defend their territory and confront any intruders. They are the most ferocious species on the planet, with claws sharper than a tiger's and powerful jaws that can cause serious damage. Although not predators, they are omnivorous and sometimes do not hesitate to eat meat. Small animals can become delicious meals for them. They not only have powerful weapons to destroy opponents, but are also extremely intelligent. Baboons are able to learn quickly, use logic, and possess excellent communication skills.
Despite they're safer that way.
Scream, grunt, and bark to convey messages along with dramatic gestures. Baboons are really special with their strange behaviors. Not only did they kidnap leopards, but they were also reckless enough to kidnap lion cubs. The image of a baboon carrying a lion cub moving from tree to tree creates a dramatic scene in the wild. The way they utilize their surroundings to perform this incredible act is remarkable, enhancing the complexity and mystery of this animal. Theft of babies by baboons, including lions and leopards, is not uncommon. However, the special thing is that they do not kill quickly as usual, but instead caress as if the lion cub is theirs. At first, the cubs seem to have lost their souls, but then discovered they still retained a few minutes of life. Even though they still move, they become weak and exhausted. No external injuries were found, but they may have been damaged behind the body's screen. Although baboons do not act aggressively toward this small animal, their survival depends on their mother's protection. This special relationship not only demonstrates the dependence between mother and child, but also highlights the drama and emotions in the wild world, where life and death are always confusing and mysterious. Baboons are not only the usual prey of lions, but also become obsessed with the death of their young and ensure the safety of future cubs. Lions continuously massacre baboons, not accepting their existence. Faced with the lion's ferocity, baboons can only hide in trees to avoid the threat. However, to drink water and search for food, they must go downstairs, opening the door for lions to take revenge. A baboon, looking for food, suddenly became the target of a lioness.
Oh, I didn't know they were that scared.
Even though being hunted, the baboon did not run away, but even decided to strongly confront the lion. Even predators are suddenly chased by baboons. After chasing the predator, the baboon did not run away, standing intact to challenge the lioness. The result was heartbreaking when 3 more lions appeared, cornered their prey, and then brutally dealt with the baboon. The ferocious and brave nature of bulls is often shown through dramatic confrontations with spears and horns. Each match begins when a male buffalo approaches his opponent, lowers his horns, and roars, creating a tense atmosphere. During the fight, both buffaloes constantly attacked, confronting each other bravely. The drama increased until one of them suffered casualties and had to give up, preserving the strength and status of the winning buffalo. A young male buffalo was walking through the savannah, detected by the severe wound on his back and the lameness from the wound in his left leg. It looked tired. No longer having the strength to pursue the herd. The smell of fresh meat from its wound aroused the attention of hungry lions around the area. Even though scared, the male buffalo still tried to run away and distract the enemy. However, it didn't take long for the lions to actively approach it. They play with their prey, making it exhausted. Finally, the buffalo's pain was ended by brutal bites from the hungry lions. The tragic ending of the buffalo was not only a personal disaster, but also became a carnage party for the group of bloodthirsty lions. The ingenuity and intelligence of the lions were evident in this hunt, as they took advantage of every opportunity to achieve their ultimate goal: a sumptuous meal. In Kruger National Park in South Africa, An African buffalo is facing a difficult challenge. Caught in a poaching trap, the steel wire was wrapped around his neck and legs, causing serious injuries. The pain was evident on the buffalo's face and desperate eyes as it tried to escape the trap. The steel wire not only cut the skin of its neck, exposing fresh flesh and blood, but also restricted its legs, making it unable to move. This heartbreaking image is also a testament to the suffering of animals when facing danger from humans. The buffalo, in despair, expected a miraculous release, hoping for a positive outcome to escape this painful trap. On the African savanna, wounds inflicted in any form become a serious threat to the survival of the buffalo. Leg injuries in particular can be devastating, posing a difficult migration challenge and making under the beautiful natural landscape of Masai Mara, Kenya. A heart-stopping chase takes place when a lion discovers and chases a boar. Warthog tried to run back to the cave but could not avoid the predator's rapid pursuit. Once the lion catches its prey, other prides of lions immediately converge to join the meal. In the heartbreaking situation, only the boar's small legs were still struggling in despair. However, all efforts were in vain when the prey eventually became a snack for the lions. On the dry grass, the strong female lion dug, revealing a healthy boar. Although the boar tried to resist, he could not escape the lion's cruel hands. Its sharp teeth and claws pierced the thick skin of its prey. Finally, the boar was overturned and bitten in the throat. From behind, a lone hyena appeared, wanting to exploit the lion's meal. The hyena attacked and bit the wild boar's butt, causing it to cry out in pain. While the lion was still focusing on its prey's throat, the hyena quickly tore its stomach and shared the delicious meat. What's amazing is that after the fight scene, the lion and hyena both sit down and enjoy a delicious meal together, sharing the boar in half, each eating a piece. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Let me know which moment in this video impressed you the most. If you are a lover of wild animals and their stories, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel and let us notify you of new videos every day. See you again. When a male lion takes over the pride of his kind, the nightmare begins with the killing of the cubs. This action not only reduces the amount of food for the herd, but also creates pain and fear in the lioness's heart. The battle to conquer territory is not only a confrontation of power, but also an extremely fierce challenge for the lioness. Faced with danger, they do not hesitate to risk their lives to confront male lions. All to protect their cubs and pride. Faced with the determination of the male lion, the female lion refused to surrender and bravely confronted to protect her cubs. Fierce attacks took place, And the lioness paid the price with death many times. Every time she faces danger, the lioness's perseverance and motherly love is evident. When the war ends and the male lion takes over his territory, his throne becomes more important than ever. To maintain power, the obedience of both cubs and lionesses is indispensable. However, the lioness's resilient resistance will not only be a challenge, but also a risk of hindering the process of taming other members of the pride. This fierce war is not only a fight between male lions and female lions, but also a dramatic challenge of power, motherly love, and consensus within the herd. Additionally, male lions possess females for mating. They need female lions to mate and maintain the breed. In a dramatic scene in Kruger National Park, a powerful lioness confronts a pack of wild dogs, ready to sacrifice herself to protect the innocent souls of her young cubs. In the face of ferocious opponents, the lioness's strength and sacrifice are a source of emotional encouragement and a symbol of unparalleled motherly love. After the cubs' parents died in a territorial war, the cubs' lives became uncertain. A group of orphaned lion cubs face a difficult future. To survive into adulthood, they must convince their reluctant aunt to share the hunt with them. For lion cubs, life becomes fierce as they have to compete with other rivals for territory. To protect their cubs and ensure their survival, male lions must win fierce battles with their own kind. This scene is emotional, fascinating, and at the same time a huge challenge for their existence. Although the battle was short, it decided the safety of the lion cub and the lioness.
Hope the above information is useful to you. Leave your thoughts below in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support us in continuing to produce more interesting videos in the future. Hello, and see you again in the next videos.